Actually understood it fairly well that time.
The phrase.
Not that time.
It is Night 8, AMC, PRI.
What I think I'm gonna do? What? I'm gonna go home, have me a little nap, and then go over to South Louis.
I had the opportunity, actually, to be a guest on the lounge show. Yeah, I was all ready to do it. And then one of the hosts, Rob Scott.
Me.
Yes, that's the one. It's Rob and Bob. So it was Rob who said he didn't want me to appear, that I wasn't relevant anymore. But look, I was just happy to get the initial invitation. I mean, who wouldn't be?
C'est le Lounge Show avec Rob Scott et Bob Doyle, deux diffuseurs vétérans qui aiment s'entendre parler et qui réussissent d'une manière ou d'une autre à se supporter. Voyons si vous pouvez les supporter aussi bien. Voici Rob et Bob.
Voici.
Yeah, you know, the more I listen to that, the more I am in love with the French Read, the French Open. In fact, the French Open
The
is where
French
they're pitching.
Open, ladies and germs.
Yeah.
If this is your first time here, let me introduce myself. I am, as it says, very clearly. No, it doesn't.
No, it
Hold
doesn't.
on 1 second. As it says, very clearly,
Very
Bob
clearly.
Doyle, and I am in fact in Las Vegas. My name is not Bob Doyle Las Vegas.
No, it is not. Bob Doyle, the Vegas.
Just as your name is not Rob Scott Atlanta.
No.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
It sure is, and you know what that means? You're in the lounge. Yay!
It's the lounge. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just say yay?
I did. It might be a first on the show. I don't know. Hey, we're taking your comments at 1-800 the box under the video.
Wouldn't that be great if we could put you know what? When we did the lounge years ago, boys and girls, we actually did have a few phone calls. And no, that's not true. We also did a phone call here one time with Mahoney. I think I just held the phone up to the microphone.
Yeah, the high-tech version. I used to have the Innkeeper. I had that whole hardware for doing phone interviews because of Body Changers back in the, what do they call it? The day? Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
So anyway, this is the lounge.
It sure is.
And this is new. I'm using new. Well, it's old, but it's new to me. Technology. Behind me is the fourth hole at Country Club Estates. That's the green at Country Club Estates. Oak and I and Peter and John Ryder has played this course several times. It's a 9-hole course, and we got to play that course on a summer pass when we were kids, and it cost $20 for the whole season. Unlimited golf
Wow.
for 20. So our parents gladly coughed up $20 just to get rid of us for the whole season.
Gross. They couldn't just take it out of a wallet or something?
No, they had to cough it up.
That's a Midwest thing, I guess.
Really?
Well, we didn't do it in Georgia.
You never heard that phrase? Cough up the money, cough
No.
up the dough. You never watched any caper
Yeah,
movies?
yes, of course I've heard it.
Oh,
But
okay.
we just don't, down south, we don't actually cough money up. We just,
But
we'll
you're not
hand
in
it
the
over.
South. You're
Well,
out there in the desert right
look,
now.
I
man.
was
You're
from the
sitting-
South. Can't you
Yeah, you
tell
were.
by my accent? My deep
No.
southern drawl?
That was one of the things that I was found
Here,
interesting.
listen,
when I
listen,
first
listen,
met
see if you can hear it. Listen, see if you can hear it. Y'all, come here. Y'all. See, I told you I was southern. Don't doubt me. Why are you doubting me on my show?
I'm not doubting
It's
you.
my
and don't rattle
show.
my cage too much. I'm under a lot of stress right now.
Okay, now
because-
that enough chit chat.
Yeah.
Let's just hand it over to Rob because there's nothing I can say in my life that's going to trump what's going on with yours.
I don't know.
Unless I make up.
Well,
some-
yeah, and I've gotten so many different levels of the whole thing too. So for those who don't know, my daughter is
Previously on the Lounge Show.
Yeah.
We're going to play the clip here, and now we're back.
When we're back, and so Samantha is in the hospital right now. Good thing, not a bad thing. Good hospital visit. She's due to deliver a child any moment.
That's right. She works for the U.S. Postal
Really?
Service.
Yes. Bob, he's such a yuckster.
You
So
froze, so I just took the opportunity to fill the dead air.
Oh, I didn't know I froze again.
All right, so she's
Anyway,
delivering,
Samantha's
but
at the
not.
hospital right now.
with a
We're
truck.
guessing that Millie Ann will show up sometime early tomorrow morning.
Oh,
in the wee hours.
Oh boy! I can smell the shampoo already.
I think babies do smell good. I think they put out a pheromone or something, man. Babies
They do
smell
smell
good.
They do.
They
smell
really
good.
do.
When they're nice and
And so-
clean and shampooed and warm and swaddled, right?
Yeah.
And they're a little sleepy and their head's just fuzzy and they're not talking back and they're basically just gonna sit there like a loaf. That's perfect.
Like a loaf.
But if they start, making noise and stuff, here, that's yours.
So I'm very jazzed on that, obviously. But then I started to think, go real deep and going, parenting is really just a lot. Parenting is a lot, and I'm
you
thinking,
never score the touchdown. You never spike the ball.
That's true. You don't dance in the end zone, but just it's just a lot, and not a bad way, but a parenting way, And I'm thinking, wow, my daughter is going to now enter that club. In fact, I said that to her. So yesterday I had to go. We all thought it was going to be yesterday. And so they were hungry and they hadn't had any food. So I stopped by Zaxby's on the way to the hospital. At least I could do a dad thing. I felt like I was contributing. And so they had something to eat. And then Kim got there, Sam's mom, and then she brought boiled peanuts and blankets and all the things I would have never known to bring.
Boiled peanuts?
Yeah, Samantha loves boiled peanuts.
Oh, dear. That's
Yeah,
something I cannot do.
I would hate them when they were in the car because it smelled up my car. I hate boiled peanuts.
And the texture, are you kidding me right now?
Why would you take a perfectly good food product?
Exactly. You
F
and
it
I,
up?
we should hang out more.
I don't understand the concept. And they all go, it's salty, though. The salt is great. And I go, all peanuts are salty. Salt any peanut. It's not throwing
That you
them in
happen
boil-
to see was the best peanut salted. You and me.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I hate musicals.
You
by the way.
should sing that into that software, and then
Rob, I'm telling you, I did it today. I sat in the closet and just
It's
made
the
up.
Monday morning meeting. We've got stuff to discuss, and not all of it's gonna be fun. Yeah, some of it's gonna be tough, but together we'll get through it. You and I will do it, 'cause we're the greatest gosh darn company on earth.
Yeah, baby.
I forgot about the whole. Yeah, but that was such a great example.
It
that
rocks.
really delivered.
That is perfect. It isn't kind of perfect. It's effing perfect, man. It's perfect. So anyway, yeah. So I was there, and then for about an hour, and then I went home, and then this morning and all day really today I was kind of on call, but nothing really was going on at the hospital. And I said, "Am I still freezing? I think I'm still freezing."
No, you're good.
Okay, and I just said, why? Why would I? It's 10 minutes. The hospital's very close to my house. So
No,
it's
that's
great.
good.
It's
That's-
not North
that's
Side. It's at Kennestone. And so and Kim was great, and then Sam was good. And then I talked to Samantha about 6:30. She sounded a little woozy. I think they had she was all gooped up on GAP.
Right. As she
And,
deserves to be.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Take the legal drugs. I love hospital chemicals, man. They're the best. Whatever they give you, it's awesome. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll take all painkillers, all the propofol.
And they only
I can
charge
see
you
why Michael J-
$68,000 a milliliter.
Right. But if you don't take the meds, they're still going to charge you $68,000. So you might as well take the high. Take the buzz.
That's what Grandma always used to say.
Well, and look, she turned out pretty good.
She's still kicking. No, she's not.
So, and then today also I put out, this is just how, you know me, how goofy I. Oh, no, here's something else too that's interesting.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, fair enough. I grabbed a pair of shoes out of the closet Friday.
So far,
because
I'm
that's
intrigued.
because that's when we were supposed to have, Millie was supposed to show up.
Right.
And those shoes were the same shoes I wore when Samantha was born.
Oh, Rob. You still got those shoes? That's pretty funny. Was that
They're hush
planned?
puppies.
Or did you just notice
No,
it?
but I never got rid of them because I thought, and I also wore them when Stephen was born. And they're very comfortable and they're goofy looking. And And so then I wore them to work yesterday, and I couldn't wait to. But no, Millie is still not with us yet. So tomorrow morning,
why couldn't she have just? What's the middle name again?
Anne, Millie Ann.
She couldn't have done Vanilli. I mean,
it was bantered about.
What an opportunity.
They talked about it, but it eventually didn't make it
if I
through
ever
committee.
see her, can I just call her Vanilli?
You knock yourself out.
Okay. Weird
'Cause you
Uncle Bob or
Right.
whatever
Uncle Bob. Uncle Buddy.
called me Manilli.
Yeah, called me Manilli.
Vanilli.
Right. Yeah. So that's that. So Samantha's going to have a baby
Yep.
in the next few hours, I guess. What is it? 9 my time right now. So sometime in the middle of the night, probably. And on the way. Now, here's a question for you.
Okay.
You may know this. You're a media nut. I want to get a newspaper tomorrow. Where would you go to buy a newspaper?
Every part of that premise was wrong. You're a
That's
media
like John
nut. No,
Wayne.
I'm not. A newspaper. I can't tell you the last time. I can promise you the last time I touched a newspaper, it was to clean a mirror.
Okay. Well, anyway, it would be cool to have a newspaper on the day you're born. I thought that would be neat. So Millie might like that. So I'm thinking of maybe going to the grocery store. They probably still sell the Sunday paper at Kroger.
I
guess,
imagine.
with comics in it and coupons, and she can see all the crap that was going on in our country and in the Middle East and everything, and look at movie reviews. Another Jurassic Park movie is coming. Summer, by the way. Today's the longest day of the year. First day of summer. So she's going to have this great summer, like her birthday will usher in summer. And it's as far from Christmas as you can be.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And these are the things that I've been pondering today, Bob, about my first grandchild. I know you're old school on this. You have many grandchildren, but this is my first.
I just lost count of the three of them.
Oh, is that? Yeah, okay. No.
And they were
Catherine
just
has 3 kids? I thought Catherine has 2 kids.
Catherine has 2 kids
Yeah,
that
she
I'm
has 2
aware of.
boys.
And then, of course, there's West.
Yes.
So there's
and
3.
he's in the Nashville area.
And,
correct?
and of course, you knew last week they were here the week before that.
Yeah.
And seems like we had a guest this week, a friend of Tracy's. And I'm also trying to remember, it seems like, was there some kind of a milestone, something that happened in our house? But like I say, I can't match a BB. Well, Samantha, she's basically raised 1,000 babies, I think, already, something like that.
That is
so, I mean,
true.
it's not like she's going to be like, what do I do? There's none of that.
No, I don't think that. I have no doubt that she'll cruise through that. It's the lack of sleep. You still punch out at the end of the day, and she can go home to a house. Oh gosh, I've worked all day. I just want to chill, and that's gone for and carry the 2 ever.
Carry the 2 ever. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna file that away with 12340.
Right, or when I say 2, 3, like a couple 3 weeks, and you go 6.
No, it's not the same category of thing. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
we're gonna have to deduct 12 points.
and just no sleep and
Yeah.
just
that whole thing. Yes.
I mean, I told her that yesterday. I said, the sleep thing, they have all these memes and like Hallmark cards and making fun of. It's because it's true. You're not going to sleep. You won't get to sleep for a while now.
Yeah, I know.
At least you'll do it in
It makes
spurts.
me angry just to think about it.
And then you have to go to work.
So what is her work deal?
3 months.
Okay.
So she has 3 months maternity.
Now, is she still working at a daycare center or whatever? Is she
Yes,
still with kids?
she's a manager and it's a chain. What is
So
it
will
these
she
days?
bring Millie with her to work?
Yes, and save
That's nice.
thousands and thousands.
Yes.
Of dollars
Okay,
a
so that's
year.
good. And Millie will be super socialized.
Yes, and be with Mom too. So how great, and see Mom work, and how Mom interacts with all the other people. Everyone loves her there. I mean, Sammy is just an ass kisser at work. Not kicker, not kisser. Kicker at work. Big difference. Big difference.
It sure is.
It sure is.
I said, I hope she's not listening because that wasn't good.
No,
you
well,
know.
no, I that was I don't know. I was just, I screwed it up. She kicks ass at work. It's fun to watch her do her craft. She's very good at it, and parents love her. And the letters that she's getting from parents of children who no longer are under Sam's care are writing her about her pregnancy, and we just wish you the best. And
Yeah.
Samantha's, but that tracks. That's Samantha.
Yeah, absolutely. She'll be one of those that they remember and come and visit and
Yeah.
see in the grocery store and go, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. In fact, there's a guy at work. So right when I first started at Impact, and we were sitting, Sammy and I were out eating lunch somewhere, and he came up, and he's a big player. He's a big sales guy, makes very nice living, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, Samantha? And she had taken care of his kids. And then he goes,
Oh,
Rob?
wow, how about that?
And I go, yeah, this is my daughter. Oh my, it was one of those deals. It was like out of a sitcom.
Let me explain. This is my
Right.
daughter.
Right. And then there's bumper music, and then they go to spots.
Bumper music.
What do you call it? Like in Frasier?
No, absolutely. I don't
Isn't
know.
it called bumper music?
We can call it that because we're veteran broadcasters.
We are
So
veteran
we can use the old school terms that we were familiar with. We've earned the ability to misspeak if we want to. These young whippersnappers
like ass kiss
today with
versus
their
ass kick.
hair and the music
music and the pregnancy.
everywhere you turn.
Yeah.
Like they're just
So
gonna
so
keep
today
being
I had
people.
nothing to do, like to keep me busy. I went out, washed the car, I went grocery shop, and then I'm going, okay, I'm on call. I'm kind of on call. And then Kim would text. Froze.
Yeah, we're gonna figure
I'm
this
back.
out one of these days. Yep.
Yeah,
And-
we were supposed to today, but I was on call.
Sure.
And so anyway, I put a new light out on the porch, a porch light. I replaced the old one.
Okay,
It's a
Tom
Motel
Bodette.
6. Yeah.
That is veteran broadcaster for you right there,
Right
ladies and
there.
gentlemen.
When I used to do seminars, I always said, what are they I'll keep the light on for you.
Bump. Okay.
And I used to say that in seminars. I'd go, now what are they selling? They're not selling thin towels and thin walls. They're selling the porch light and mom and warming, bringing you home to the embrace of home. But I always used to like the thin towels, thin walls joke.
It's a good joke. It's a Rob joke for sure.
It is.
You can tell it. I wouldn't, but you could do it.
And tomorrow it won't be a Rob joke. It'll be a Papa joke. I'm going
Papa
with
Millie,
Papa.
Millie, Papa Millie, Papa Millie, Billy, Papa. I'm gonna run down the road, got a Papa Millie. Boom.
There you go.
I'm gonna say that too.
So
I'm just gonna
tomorrow
be.
I
I'm just
also
gonna be
have
a
the-
weird.
Go. I'm just
Go.
babbling.
Oh, that wasn't what I was doing.
Well,
I
you
believe
kinda were,
I
yeah.
outbabbled you. 127% easy. Let's take the. Holy moly! You have no idea. It's 89 degrees. It's the coolest day we've had in a couple of weeks. We've been in the triple digits for quite some time now. Wonderful for the poolers, but not so good for the schoolers who are not in school because it's summertime. Rob,
Rob.
that is your name. I see it right there.
Yeah. Rob? Jim?
The thousands that are missing this. It's just so sad. I look at
No.
all of these. I'm sitting here looking at the Restream page with, I guess, an archive of the past, I don't know, several months or whatever, June all the way back through March or something. And, nobody saw these. Okay. Oh, I need to.
So yeah, I see here the chat is ready to display messages, but
It
no
sure
one has
is,
messaged.
but the messages are not ready to be displayed.
So I forget where. Oh, the light. So I put a porch light out on the deck,
Right.
and the reason I did today, I've had it on here. at the
I've
house
had
for a
it
couple
too.
No, and I put it because then I can say to Millie,
Vanilla.
put that light up on your birthday. See, but then Millie didn't show today. She'll show sometime tomorrow on the 22nd. And by the way, it's 83 degrees here.
Wow, so we're
in case-
just a mere 6 off.
But I saw that you guys have been smoking hot out there, man. Just
Ugh.
brutal, stupid desert hot.
Yes.
Africa.
Africa Hot, right? I just hear Matthew Broderick's voice
Really?
every time. Well, yeah.
Did I tell you? I'm sure I've told you the story about
Wasn't that
Mark's
him?
neighbor.
Or was
I don't know where that. I thought that was Eddie Murphy.
No. Africa Hot was from Biloxi Blues or
Biloxi Blues?
Biloxi Blues, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not.
And that
gonna
was
argue.
Matthew Broderick, right?
Broderick. And it
And
was
the
a
one
Neil
before
Simon.
that was the Brighton Beach Memoirs or
Beach
something
Memoir.
like that. Yeah. Same characters, different actors, and all that stuff.
So, anyway,
something.
when I was living with Mark, his neighbor was a school teacher, a principal, or something, or maybe
Okay.
head of the math department. I don't know. The point is, he was that guy.
Sure.
And so I forget his name now, Tom, and it was one of those Atlanta days, like 110. And I just went, man, Tom, it's Africa hot. And he goes, well, actually, Africa is having their winter right now. It's on the other side of the globe, so it would. And he did that, and not in that voice, but I decided just to do it in that voice, and I couldn't believe it. And like her and the wife, oh, Tom, that kind of shit.
Sorry, he's a jerk. I'm just
Actually,
kidding,
it's
Tom. I
not
know you're
Tom.
listening. That's all in good fun. And your
Right,
name
it's
isn't
not
Tom, so what am I worried about?
What are you worried about? But yeah, he did actually say that. Well, actually, it's not summer in Africa
And
right now. It's cool.
he couldn't not say it. Like he
Right.
couldn't keep it in. It's not enough that he knew. He had to know. You had to know that he knew.
Right. And he also had to kind of put you down. It's 110 effing degrees, dude. Okay, it's hot. And I just said Africa hot, and that's what you came back with, the whole. But I must
I would have
say,
just pushed him down. Like just pushed him down.
but you know what? It's teachers, man. When I was visiting
Oh,
my
yeah.
sister a couple of visits ago, and we were going through this whole baking lesson. I was trying to learn. Pamela's this awesome baker, and so
White
I'm
raspberry
asking
chocolate
questions.
cheesecake.
Yes, that's what we made that day. But I said to her, "What's the difference between baking
Maybe she
powder
only
and
knows how to
baking-"
make that.
No, her scones are badass. Her cookies are. She can bake.
I'm not comfortable with any of that.
I know you're not. But anyway, I asked her the difference between baking soda and baking powder, and I turned away for a second, and I heard thud, and there were like a big textbook.
A textbook?
Look it up. Yes, look it
up.
up. And I said, "That's teachers, man. That's like my mom when I'd go and tell her, it's in the other room." Do we have cows in there, Robert? You could not
Oh
say
dear,
the
I
other
know.
room.
My constitution, if you will, could not. I don't have the patience for that.
But that's not wrong. She wasn't. That's probably why you give me such a hard time when I say butter or water. You'll give me crap.
There's probably layers and layers of reasons I choose to give you crap about that. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I have to tell you this.
Good.
What were we
'Cause
looking
I'm
at?
out of stories.
Like why? Oh. Okay. We were talking about something about YouTube, and I showed Tracy on my phone one of the old things I did for Catherine's school. I mean, one of the kids' school project, and the stopper thing. And then I saw on that, because I haven't looked. I never go to that channel. It's really really old, and but it's all the ukulele stuff, and there's a bunch of private videos that I posted for our benefit that are us, including, which I
You
know
and
you
I?
won't. This won't mean anything, but Max Henderson. It was one night where I was so drunk. And I'm doing the interview with you in your studio, in your little downstairs office. You probably remember, because we've looked at these before, and it's just a classic. Bob is drunk and doing interview stuff, just with the face. But I showed it. They wanted me to put it on the TV, so I showed Amber a bunch of that shit, and it was just and Tracy obviously was there, but just that crazy shit from drinking days. Just too
I
funny.
have see, because I never thought, honestly. I mean, I remember and I can recognize you drunk, but when I see you drunk, it doesn't. But when I hear me in those recordings, and my stomach it does a flip. And I go, "You're so drunk, Robert, and you thought you were so stinking funny or clever, and I'm loud and."
Well, you
I'm
actually
just-
in these though. No, actually, you were
more drunk
much
than me?
more of a straight man. Yes, no, you made it funny. because I was just obviously just saying stupid shit, and you were trying to ground it, which made it funny. I mean, yeah, in that Rob way. You were not, doing yelling or anything like that. I was the one who was having fun.
Damn, motherfucker.
Oh, hey, we're still live. Remember that? I forgot. When we
that's
were
right.
about that.
I shouldn't have said jam.
That's right. It's jelly around here.
It's jelly around here. And there's a joke about that that's dirty, too, that I'm not going to tell. In the green room, we'll tell that one.
Yeah.
But that is interesting that you had the stones to show that you showed it to family and friends.
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm saying. To me, there might have been a time when, I guess it would have depended on what I was doing, but when it's just silly shit like that, it doesn't bother me, because that's not me anymore. I don't, so I can
But,
I can
but
absolutely
that's why I
laugh
like
at
that
it.
one piece of audio that I have when you weren't drunk. You might have had a few beers, but when Kevin kept saying like Utah's falling into the ocean and all that, and
I was just on the edge of my surly.
I think
persona.
I got that labeled as Bob is nice. I think that's what I
do.
labeled
You
that.
do, but you can't play that.
I know I'm not going to play it.
Although
In fact,
I
a lot
want
of
to play
stuff
all
I'm-
that stuff so bad. It's so
Well,
funny. I laugh
you know
every
what
time.
I'm thinking? I was telling Steven today, as you might imagine, I was on the phone with him because his sister isn't going to have a baby. And I
Sure.
said, but I think I'm going to come out there like in early, maybe mid-October. So if you guys are up for it, I'll do a puddle jump because I could use a Bob and Tracy.
Well, I mean, if you're
just-
here for the 8th, I turned 60.
Really? That's dear. Finally.
Finally, yes. It's been
Yeah.
my hope and dream.
Well, we've been all pulling for you.
Thanks. Yeah. I wondered what that
Okay,
pulling
so
sound
but
was.
I don't want to do that. Amber and Tracy, I'm sure, have some big thing planned, and
No,
although they would.
No, they have basically been told there's nothing because they assume that I don't like people and don't want a big thing. What I actually said to Tracy, what I actually said to Tracy was, I don't mind the thing. It's the stress around the thing.
Right.
So if you want to do a thing, just don't let me feel it. Like, don't let me know there's a thing. That's the best gift ever, is that a thing gets to occur with no stress before it. No, you know what I mean?
Well,
it's
that-
basically
what that
the
reminds me
impossible
of?
dream.
And here's a callback. We were talking about this before about parenting. I always found that vacations, when your kids are young, is not restful. It's not a vacation it's awful. I mean,
Right.
I'm happy that they had a good time at Disney or whatever the case may be, but to have to go through the whole thing, the packing and the energy bars and the whatever, just the whole thing, the road trips and I would come back to work exhausted.
Of course, yeah.
And that's what you're talking about. You don't like the thing, the stress
no.
around the.
Yeah, well, it's, just cleaning and just everything being perfect and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. That a lot of that's PTSD from a prior life, that I brought forward, but it's still, it's a similar energy. They both really like to do it right, and so
I get
and
it.
then that usually
I get
involves a little bit of energy that
No, I get it.
I have so whatever. I'm happy just to see the day, right? 60.
Right.
What do you know about that?
It's right after 59 and just a skosh before.
Oh, well, so you know a couple
61.
of things.
I'm older than you.
Oh, right.
I am. I'm older.
Yeah,
than
you get the Beatles' birthday this year.
I know, and I'm searching for a good version. So when my birthday hits for the lounge, I found an instrumental version the other day that I think I'll use. It's pretty good.
Okay.
And by then we'll have Jazz Kids. We'll have our new platform. See, the
Hopefully
show's already
so.
getting better. I'm back on microphone, and now I have the fifth hole or the fourth hole behind me at Country
Which is
Club
really
Estates.
cool. Yes, that's great. Yes, we're getting there. If we can just figure out why you keep freezing. But I'm sure it's something with this software, and that once we just go to Jamkazam or anything else really, even if I just rebuilt this whole show because it's so complex, I've got so many inputs that we use the same, but before I had all these different things, and it's taken up memory, and I just need to clean the show up. I've tried it several times, but then whatever.
Well, that's why I think we take a day and make a day of it, Bob. And have fun. I can bring a laptop up here and get the phone and we'll have all kinds of. We'll test and experiment, and we'll come up with something better. And then we can use the new jingle for the lounge show.
Here's a little song about a show called The Lounge. It's really kind of kitschy if you're willing to scrounge. Through piles and piles of garbage talk till you find a gem. And don't expect that will ever happen again.
It's the lounge show.
Lounge show. On a Saturday night. It's the lounge show. It's a hell of a sight. It's a lounge show. Oh, we're out of time.
I like the end. Oh.
Let me tell you about a show that they call The Lounge. You'll never find another even if you go scrounge around the block. The city, the town, the state, the lounge show, well, it's just that dadgum great. You're never gonna find its equal, so you may as well stop. And while you're there, would you get me a soda pop? Yeah, the lounge show. Yeah, the lounge show. It's the lounge, it's the lounge, it's the lounge show. It's the lounge, it's the lounge. You gotta go, you gotta know. It's Saturday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, and that would be 9 p.m. Eastern. The lounge show, the lounge show, you gotta go.
You've been watching The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and tell your friends and family to do the same. After all, we'd do it for you if you had a show. Probably.
That I understand. There's somebody else, the Gazette newspaper, Fort Wayne. They're